right, you all, welcome to the Winning Women Network tonight. I am so honored to be here tonight. My name is Keisha Bass. Happy New Year. I do realize that this is actually my first time connecting with you all this year. If you all could tell folks to refresh their page and everything, if someone can make sure we're live on the feed, that would be awesome, and just shoot me a message, because we don't want you to miss this powerful conversation that's going to go on tonight. All right, so you've been invited here by someone, family or friend, that's told you to come check out these ladies. They're going to be online talking about what DS Domination has done for them in their lives. I want to make a income disclaimer. We're going to be talking about a few things tonight. Not only we're going to share with you an opportunity that can absolutely change your life, we're going to be talking about something that I have noticed in this industry that we're in, is that women, okay, women in general, because this is Women's Hangout, struggle with balance, okay? We struggle with balancing. Some women have, full-time jobs. They have businesses, and, they're married. They have children. They may be a single mom, whatever, right? And balance can be something that women struggle with inside of this industry. So tonight we're going to give you some tips and things that you can use to actually balance yourself out, okay? Just a little bit. Now, we'll talk about that a little bit more. So first of all, I want to share with you all the same video that many of us have watched, right, that has got us inside this organization, that has connected us together, on this mission, right? So I'm going to share that with you all. Give me just 1 minute. I'm going to go to my screen, and we're going to keep moving forward with this party, all right? Hold on. And that's my second phone.
Mommy, you want to come?
Okay.
Roger Langille, and that's a picture of me dancing with my daughter Riley at Disney World last year. I'm sure you've come across videos and pages of people showing off expensive cars and oversized mansions, or their lifestyle in Cancun, Costa Rica, and all kinds of sales gimmicks. You and I both know that's fake. In fact, if what you're after is $5 million this week and permanent living in a nightclub, well, this video is not for you at all. But if you're looking for an extra $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month that will give you the freedom to be with your family and start living life a little more on your terms, then you're going to want to keep watching the next 4.5 minutes. I'm going to show you exactly how to get some of the biggest companies in the world to give you that extra money you're looking for. For the better part of a decade, I was what's called an eBay titanium power seller. I did $1.2 to $1.8 million in sales from my home, from my living room. I don't have yachts, I don't have fancy cars, but I haven't worked in a decade, and I raised not only Riley, but my other daughter Kaya, who's now 2. And it's just been an incredible life being at home, and I want to share that with you. Take me about 4 minutes. What you're going to learn is how to have no overhead, have no money out of pocket, and move items from the internet over to eBay, copying and pasting, and making some serious money. Let me show you how to put that into play right now. I'll show you it live and show you it happening. If I'm over at Amazon.com, I'm just going to type in a word, dishes. We all know what dishes are, right? And the first thing that comes up is this Corel Livingware 16-piece set right here in black, okay? I'm not going to copy the whole title, but I'm just going to go over to eBay and just do a little research and give you guys a little flavor for what's going on and the money that you're missing out on now. You can see there's the 24 results. What I want you to notice is these all-white backgrounds. They're indicative of Amazon photos. That means people are using Amazon as their supplier, and you can certainly do that right now. If I research one of these items, let me click on this person's here, $37.99. Note they have stellar feedback using this process, 99.1%, top-rated seller. I'm going to click on their ID, and I'm going to click on See Seller's Other Items up here, Items for Sale. I'm going to blow you away how much money these guys are making. Here's some sort of fuel thing, $191.99. They sold 5 of those. Do you see that there? They sold 5 of those. I'm going to click on the next one, some sort of, I don't even know what this is, Tornado Camp and Trailer. Let me show you the power of what it is that I teach people to do. I'm going to grab part of their title on eBay. I'm going to go over to Amazon.com. I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to click Go. Now, let me click on the title of the result here on Amazon, $20.13, okay? And you'll see on the top left, there's the alternate picture, the exact picture he's using. $20.13, free shipping to your customer. And on eBay, he sold it for $31.99, a markup of $12, and he sold 13 of them for about $142 in profit, minus some eBay fees. 4 minutes work, he made over $100 in profit for his family on this product. I'm going to show you how he did that in just a second, but let's grab another product of his, this Regalo step metal gate. You'll see that he sold 4 of these gates up here for $42.99 each. Now, if I go ahead and I grab part of this title here, copy it, let's take a glance at the picture, a lady holding a baby in her right arm. I'm going to go back over to Amazon. I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to click go. And here's the lady holding the baby in the right arm right there. Sold it. The cost was $34 right there. And if I go back, they sold it for $43, a markup of $9. Times 4 sold $36 after eBay fees. They picked up $20, $25. I'll do one more, then kind of make my point here. This one here on eBay, they sold 27 of them for $22.99. I'm going to copy part of this right here, and I'm going to head back over to Amazon.com, and I'm going to paste this in and do a search. And you'll see the result is $10.17, free shipping. They had it marked up $13. They sold 27 of them, a profit of nearly $300 minus some eBay fees. They picked up $250 for 4 or 5 minutes work. And I could go through listing after listing after listing. Now let me recap what we just did, okay? We typed in dishes on Amazon. We could have typed in cat, blue, country, yellow, whatever we wanted to type in. And within a few minutes, I found 10, 12 different sellers attempting to sell those dishes. And I looked and I said, well, what else is this person selling? And now that I see all of these listings here and all this money-making profit, you can turn around and do the same listings. You don't even have to think what to sell. Would you ever think to sell roof patch kit repair stuff, right? And then you can undercut this person, out-title them using the eBay title optimizer I'm going to provide for you, and then you make that sale and you pick up that $200, $300, which leads to thousands of dollars a month. And let me show you exactly how difficult, I don't know why I'm using the word difficult, it is to put this up. I'm on Amazon. You see this roof patch kit. All the person did was move this roof patch kit picture over to Amazon, from eBay to Amazon to eBay. If you don't know how to do that, I'll show you. That's not hard at all. Now look at these bullet points here. Self-stick service. Self-stick service, say that 3 times fast. Just peel off and release. And if I go over to his description over here, self-stick service. He's just moving the descriptions over from Amazon over to eBay. Now, can you copy and paste? Can you move items over like he just did? If you know how to out-title people, how to undercut people, there's millions and millions and millions of items to use, and you'll see that Amazon is not just the only supplier. At this point, you know you need this to change your life. Really. I mean, here's a chance for you to start making some serious income simply copying and pasting. Now, I can go through this over and over again, and you might say to yourself, you know, how come people don't just get the items from Amazon instead of buying it from eBay? Well, check out the clothes you're wearing or the clothes your neighbor's wearing or anything around your house. I guarantee you didn't get the rock bottom price unless you got that from China. You see there's different levels of markups, and people just take a look and they say, hey, I need this roofing patch kit, and they just buy it. Some people comparison shop, but when we're dealing the masses on eBay, it's simply not the case, okay? By now, the only reason not to get started is that you know, you've just given up and you really don't care about a better life for you and your family. But if you want to take another shot, if you get that this is real and this is really eBay and this is really Amazon, you know how to copy and paste, well, your pressing through has finally caused some success with this course right here. In fact, I'll go ahead and click on Advanced Search on eBay and click on Buy Seller on the left side and show you somebody that I just recently trained. BLD304 was his username, and if I show his completed listings and click search, you'll see everything's green. Almost selling everything. Notice the all-white background pictures. These items are all from Amazon.com. Okay, so do you understand this? Now, when this roofing stuff here sells, you don't pre-buy that. This is not in your garage. This is not in your storage. You just move the picture and the description over to eBay. And when your customer comes in and buys this from you on eBay, you come over here and you add it to your cart and you ship it direct to the customer who has already paid you ahead of time. eBay then gives you their information and you ship it direct to them, and you keep that $100, $200, $300. By now, I think you're starting to see the picture that you finally found what you've been looking for unfortunately, maybe a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. But by now, you can clearly see that you have an opportunity to change your life, to change your family's life, and start putting that $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 in your pocket. Listen, down below, there's an opportunity to get involved with this, and go ahead and click the checkout button down there and click here. And hey, I'll tell you what, next year I'll see you in Disney World. I'll bring both my daughters. Take care.
Hi, my name is.
All right, you all. Let me just get back to the Hangout here. All right, so hopefully you all were able to see and hear that, and to understand that we have a real opportunity. This is actually made me. I listed some items last night on eBay, and sure enough, it still works, right? The process still works. Okay. Actually, when I first got started, I didn't even realize it, but I was selling items from BLD 304, which I didn't even know. I didn't pay attention that Roger had actually trained this person, which is kind of it was really funny. I didn't learn that until I got to conference in Las Vegas and realized, like, I've been selling from this guy's eBay store for the whole time. So anyway, so guys, it's a real opportunity to get back with the person that invited you here tonight. I believe our buttons have changed right now. One of the buttons we have on below this page, you can get more information. Okay, so if you have questions about this, then you can get back with the person that invited you, and you can get your questions answered. If you're ready to get started, then just get back with the person who invited you and tell them, I want to get started with this, right? It's time for me to change my life. It's a new year, okay? And I always tell people, last year this time, you said that you were going to do some things differently. Last year this time, you said, I'm going to lose some weight, okay, because it's January, so we can run down all the things people say they're going to do. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to start saving money. I'm going to do, all these different things. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to spend more time with my kids. Just all these different things like that we just say every year that we're going to do. But the definition of insanity is doing the same thing but expecting a different result. Okay? You are absolutely insane. If you don't change anything, nothing's going to change. So you have an opportunity before you hear that we presented to you tonight to change your finances. I know for sure right now. Some of the other things in your life, your weight and all that kind of stuff, you have to work on that on your own time, okay? But we can definitely help you change your money situation, all right? So, ladies, thank you so much. I see I got some new faces and stuff that have joined me. I got some folks that have joined me for the very first time, some oldies that have been around and things like that. We want to just a few announcements to you all. We actually are going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, okay, February the 6th through the 8th. So next month, okay, I think we actually are less than 30 days away. We will be in Atlanta, Georgia, okay, and I have given up my birthday weekend to spend with the Unit of Prosperity in Atlanta, and so you must know that I really do love what I do. I love the people that I work with, and I'm willing to do just that. So we'll be flying all the way from Seattle to hang out in Atlanta. We would love to see you there. If you want to grab a ticket, I think there's maybe 60 tickets or so left at this point, but it's UOPevents.com. You can go there, grab your ticket, grab 2 tickets for you and someone else. It's the UOP Evolution Conference, okay? Fire your boss. So if you want to learn, okay, how to fire your boss this year, then you want to be at this conference because I promise you it's going to be life-changing. You just have to be, you have to actually have to be a member of the company, otherwise it'd be kind of foreign information for you. But grab your ticket, get there by any means necessary, get on the bus, the boat bus, however you have to get there, to train. I like to say, I don't care how you get there, get here if you can. All right. Ladies, tonight, though, what we want to talk to you all tonight about is balance. that word. That word, balance. And I believe I posted it inside our group. If there were specific questions that you have, I have some heavy hitters that are on here tonight that from project managers, ex-project managers that still manage lives and stuff, to, you know, I have a productivity, you know, habit queen on here tonight. I call her the habit coach. Okay, so the habit coach is on tonight, and we've been since last year reading a book called The Power of Habit, and everybody has been like waiting for her to get on the call, right? Because it's like, okay, Lysandra, so I didn't say her name and everything, but I got so many different people. Jay Dean is on here tonight, so welcome, honey bun. Okay, and you all, the lip gloss that I have on tonight is courtesy. Jay Dean actually sent this to me. She sent me a package of things for me to try and stuff because, yeah, she's a makeup artist. Jay Dean, where are you located? I'm just like advertising everybody tonight. Hold on, you have to unmute. I'm sorry, I had to mute you out. Where are you located, sweetie?
Chicago.
Oh, you're in Chi-Town. Okay. Not that I'm over there or something. Like I'm coming down the street or something. But JD is over in Chicago, so I'm hoping to see her at the Evolution Conference. But yes, but the my lip gloss and stuff is, thank you, Jay. I love that Yvonne palette.
It looks good. It looks really good.
Thank you. So I wanted to just thank her. We got, you know, Angie Tonini Rogers that's on the line. We got Rachel Kelly. There are some women on here with some, they're so seasoned. So I want you all to get the maximum out of this because this is a good mix here, right? I have some questions actually for, you know, for each one of you. Each one of you actually is so interesting. So I could pull a different thing out of each one of you in regards to balancing lives. It's so funny. I mean, from makeup, I mean, all the way down to Angie works a full-time job and still does it. I mean, this is awesome. So if you all have questions, okay, then I want you to post them in the comment thread, and if I'll try to go over there and pull it up too as well. If, Angie, can you see the questions on the comment thread? Can you help me with that? And anybody else, Rachel, if you see them too. If you have questions, right, if you're inside of our company, whether you're not, you may not even be in our company. You may be in something totally different, but maybe you are struggling with this area of balance. Now, let me say this because I want to, let me preface this out here. Many years ago, not that many years ago, I'm like many years ago, like I was like 10 or something, right? Because you guys know I'm only 25, right? I mean, you do know that, right? You do know that? You know, my biological clock is set at 25. So it was many years ago. There was a coach that I was working for her, actually. I was actually doing her social media, and so in exchange for doing her social media, she was coaching me, okay? And those of you who are actually watching now, if I were you, I would post on Facebook and you know, tell people that we're online live, okay? Like, and then use the hashtag WWN, or you can use the hashtag Women Women Network, okay? So I just like to do that. But this coach, right, and people paid her, you know, a lot of money, right, to do what she does, right? And the very first phone call I had with her, I'll never forget it. And she said to me, there was a few things, but one of the things I asked her was balance. How do you balance your life, right? That was my question. How do you balance your life and stuff? And so her answer to me, you have to wait. You have to wait on the answer, but you want to hear the answer though, because I'm telling you, it was really interesting. But I'm not going to tell you the answer right now. But I want you to tweet, and I want you to get some other women on this Hangout, because I know that this is an area where many women, right, they struggle. But we're going to help you get clear tonight. Okay, we are going to do that. Okay. So listen, we got Miss Sonia Jennings. I was just hanging out with her in the H-Town, not, you know, last year at the end of Miss Sonia Jennings. Let me make sure I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay, I can absolutely hear you. And so, Miss Jennings, I want you to tell me about your background. Okay, where did you come from? and stuff. And any tips, anything you want to share about this particular area, how women can be more balanced, right? Anything you want to share? I want you to come out and actually share your thoughts on this.
Well, welcome everybody. I am so glad, and it's always an honor to be on this awesome, priceless Winning Women's Network. And my background a little bit, I am a former project manager / coordinator, and I decided when I got laid off about a year and a half ago that I was going to try to find something to do at home, and here I found DS Domination. And DS Domination has changed my life in so many different ways, and it's kind of changing my husband's life as well. And so not only the number one thing, and I pray and I thank God for, is not just joining a company that has changed my life and have changed so many lives, but is the relationships that I've built, the friendships that I have acquired just by joining, just by being part of DS Domination and being part of this unit of prosperity, as well as the Winning Women's Network. And so it's done something for me, not financially, but personally. It has allowed me to develop relationships in my life, which has been just so awesome. I learn on a weekly basis from different tips that I've learned from the different women here. And so I have like 3 tips that I actually wrote down that has helped me last year, and I continue to work on different tips to make my life as a businesswoman, as a mother, as well as a wife, be a little bit more balanced, because when you have things out of balance, a lot of things can go wrong. So the number one tip that I would like to share, and I did it last year, was to make a meal plan. It could be a weekly meal plan, or it could be a monthly. Monthly works for us. Maybe weekly may work for you. Maybe it might be a day plan, that every day that I'll make a plan for my meal for the next day. And that will save you so much time. We have a list that we make. When we go, we actually do our prices. So we shop at 3 different grocery stores because they have certain things that we purchase on a monthly basis. And therefore, we actually have that list, and we go in and we shop for our month, and we make our menu. And of course, sometimes we change it. We don't like stick to it that you have to stick to it, exact. But it takes away so much pressure from going in the grocery store and trying to figure out, what am I going to cook today? And that's one of the tips that I would like to share. Also, select a laundry day or a laundry night. We like laundry nights, which is Thursdays. And of course, this Thursday, I got busy. So guess what I'm doing tonight? I have 2 baskets of clothes that I need to throw in the laundry. So select a laundry night. It makes your life so much easier instead of looking for stuff, because I like to prepare actually on a Sunday night. And so Thursdays is what we do. We do our laundry nights on Thursdays. So that is one of the days. So pick a day that works for you. Everyone has a day that works for them. My next tip is to, if you're married with kids, if you're single with kids, if you're just single, by yourself, you need that family time or that me time. Set aside some time, because it's not always about business. It's not always about making money. Those things are important, but family is also important as well. And I know my kids love my attention. I know my husband loves my attention. So you have to find a day. If you're married, get a date night. We have date nights with our kids, or a game night. And that will make it so much, because sometimes we go through the hustle and bustle, and it's all about work, it's about business, and of course we get tired. And again, if you don't have kids and if you're not married, have a girls' night out, or go and have a spa day or something. And what I am learning in this business, and I've learned in the past, but I'm learning even more in this business, is to use other people's testimonies to motivate you, but do not use their testimonies to measure yourself with those people. For example, I know many people in this industry that have made 6 figures. I haven't. I've made 5 figures, a very high 5 figure, and I'm happy with that. So I am happy where I am. So wherever you are today, start today. $20 was what got me started to making this 5 figures. $20 is what got others started to make 6 figures. So don't measure yourself and say, oh my gosh, I'm not making 6 figures, etc. You know, do not measure yourself by everybody else. But I do use their success to motivate me and to push me a little bit further. And this year, I know that I will be in that 6-figure bracket. And that's because I am measuring myself by myself, and I do what I can when I can. And I use other people's experiences, all the other leaders that we have in the UOP. I use their experiences and their success to motivate me to push myself a little bit further. And those are my tips for tonight. And so take it away. Back to you, Keisha.
Wow. See, this is why I love it. That was worth every, minute that I've spent here tonight, and that's why I said to you all, invite someone to come and hear this, because the women that are on here tonight, when they open their mouths, like this is, it's just pure gold that comes out. And those tips, so I wrote them down. I actually posted them as well. The success tips that you just shared, and that was one of the things that I got from you last year, was to make a meal plan. Because if you aren't planning, then what I'm saying, it's just not going to work, right? You're just going to be you're going to be just winging it, honestly. I will tell you one thing that this coach told me. She said that very thing was to plan. Keisha, you have to plan. And at least she said almost everything, right? She even tagged me. She said you have to plan when you're going to clean your house. Plan when you're going to, when are you going to do laundry? Just like Sonia said, you have to pick a day, right, that is going to happen. If you don't, this is the exact word she said. She said, Keisha, if you don't plan it, then it becomes an intrusion on your life, right? Because then it's like you're living life, and you're like, God, crap, I got to do laundry. That's what's going to happen, right? You're like, oh my God, I have to do this, It becomes an intrusion on your life when you don't plan it. So if you just say, okay, this is the day that I'm going to do this, right? And then do it on that day. Like I said, if you don't do it, of course, don't beat yourself up or whatever, right? But plan your life, right? She told me, another thing she told me was about, procrastination. Because I was like, I always procrastinate. And I think at that point I wanted to go back to school or something. I don't know what it was. No telling about me, okay? It was too many years ago. But it was something about school or something. I was like, I really want to go back to school. I keep procrastinating about going back to school. And she was like, really? She was like, so what is it that you have to do in order to go back to school, right? She just was so elementary, right? It's like, what is it that you have to do in order to go back to school? And so I said, well, I have to apply, right? I got to apply. I have to do, and I went through the steps or whatever about things that I had to do, right? So she was like, so where is that on your calendar? That's what she said. So where is applying to school on your calendar? Did you put it on a calendar and says, to this on this day at this time or whatever, I'm going to apply to school? Did you intend to do that? And so I said, yeah. She said, well, when? Right now it's just out in space. There's no intent, no real intention for you to do that. You just wish, you hope you want to do that. You hoping and praying you're going to apply, but you have no real intentions on applying. You did not write it down anywhere. So therefore, how can you procrastinate on something you never intended to do? And I was like, ouch, this really hurts, right? I would be on the call to her, and I'd be like, ouch, you didn't have to go there with me, but that's how she, and so I just was like, oh, okay. So if I'm going to do something, if I'm going to do laundry, if I'm going to spend time with, kids, or, whatever, she's like, put it on a schedule. Put it on a schedule. Make an intention, a real intention to do that. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So I just thought that was like really, really, really good. So awesome. Looks like some people are like really loving this. If you guys are loving this so far, plan your work and work your plan. Thank you, Sharita. That's really, really good. Awesome. I'm glad someone said that I work some crazy hours. For instance, I have to work tonight and 3 more hours, and WWN motivates me to keep going and to get out of this rat race. You guys are my fuel to keep my tank full. I'll try not to miss you guys, and I will be posting while at work here. Rocksteady. Thank you so much. I don't know what your real name is, but it's Lava Rider. I see in the chat here. I want to say, Lava Rider, thank you so much for showing up. We just hope and pray that this is your year. I would highly encourage you to get a date, right? When are you going to get out of the rat race? I always tell people what day is that going to happen, okay? Write it down. Look at it every single day. I don't want you to worry about how you're going to get out of the rat race. I want you to write it down. Just put the date. On this day, if it's December 31st, 2015, I am, retiring. I have retired, right? If you want to write it, I'm retired, right? From whatever job you do, right? So, yeah. So I retire from corporate America, December 31st, 2015. Boom, now you just set it in motion. You set the wheels in motion for that to happen for you. So hopefully that encourages you even more this year, because it's possible, right? Okay. All right. Rachel Kelly. What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Hey, Keisha. Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing amazing, as you can see. I am live. And so Rachel has been in this industry for a while, right? This is
1999.
1999. Okay, you've been at it. And so Rachel, I want you to tell people a little bit, tell them, those who may not know you, tell them about yourself, and really the tips that you have to share about really balance and stuff, and with children, because you have the children, and you have a special needs child. Many people may not even know, but just what keeps you going, girl? Because you're all right.
Girl, what keeps it going is my vision, for sure. But in that, we know that there's goals to be set. A little bit about me. I mentioned earlier, I started out in 1999. I just wanted to be home with my children. I used to work for Chrysler. Just took a leap of faith, came out, and just, pretty much relied on my husband's income and started doing some things around the internet and trying to figure everything out. And then when I gave birth to my son that has been diagnosed with Down syndrome, things kind of got a little rough for me, so I kind of stepped away for a while, about 6 years. And when I found out about no longer recruiting at home parties, I can come online and make money, I started dabbling into eBay a little bit and here and there, I think like most of us have. Then I found DS Domination, and it absolutely changed everything for me, because no longer did I have to duplicate, no longer did I have to convince people to recruit. I was able to go out and make money on my own. Of course, I love the affiliate side of it, being able to share an opportunity to help other people to be able to make some extra money, whether they recruit or not. And that's one of the things that I love about this company and what it's given to us. A little bit about, so that's my story. It's been one of the best decisions that I've made in my life. I have no regrets, absolutely none. And one of the things that I will share is that, being in the industry for so long and just wanting to make it work, of course I had to develop a lot of skills, like not being afraid to come out on Hangouts and not being afraid to take action, just different things that I needed to learn how to do. I was spending a lot of time on the internet just kind of like looking at this screen, just like, how do I make it work? How do I do this? And so I was missing out on time with my family. And you mentioned that earlier about, the importance of spending time with your family. And I love the tips that Sonia gave in regards to planning your meals. One thing that, in addition to that, is there's a book called Plan Your Meals for 30 Days. You can actually cook them and put them in the freezer. So I thought that was really an excellent tip that Sonia gave. For me, because I have all these ideas that bombard me, along with having or wanting to spend more time with my children, I just decided that You know, for me, my new goal is my family and my children, spending that time with them. You know, is first. There's some background noise somewhere. Um, but you know, my passion was to be able to really dig in and get that under control. Because, you know, always on Facebook, we're doing this and we're doing that. We're getting some background noise. Who's in? Okay, I think it's Marquita. Marquita, can you mute out, please?
It won't let me mute.
It won't let me mute her neither.
Weird. Weird.
She's taking over the Hangout. Okay, so what I did was, you know, this year, I'm like, 2015 is going to be my six-figure income year. I made the 5, but this year is 6 figures. I'm going to be doing some product launches and some things like that. But the tips that I want to give you, especially when you have a lot in your head, a lot on your mind, it's so important that, as Keisha mentioned, that you schedule and you plan. So there's 3 tools that I'm going to highly recommend that you do. One is having a Google Calendar. I mean, it doesn't have to be Google. I mean, we already know that you want to make sure you're documenting it for tax purposes in a planner. But having a Google document or calendar is going to allow you to do some certain things that I didn't even know that Google allowed you to do. One is, like I have scheduled my week, and it automatically will now send out invites to my team. That was one thing that I wanted to get better at, was notifying my team on different things that are going on. So really take some time and figure out Google Calendar, because there's a lot of tips or a lot of things in there that can help you leverage your time. Another thing that I want to share with you, I'm going to share this, and there's many mind maps out here. But like I said, when you have so much going on and you want to accomplish so many things, it's hard to do them all. So let me share this with you real quick. I'm going to share my screen because I think this was really powerful when I got a hold of this, and it's a mind map. And what a mind map does is it allows you to put everything in your head on a piece of paper, and so therefore you can get really clear. So what I did was I've been taking like a lot of courses and kind of learning about how to, you know, put all this in place, right? So here's my action plan here, and basically it's, you know, my actions, and this is what I'm going to do today. And we talked about last week how you don't want to put no more than 5 things on your list for the day, because what happens, you become overwhelmed. Then, you know, you want to schedule like every 30 minutes, like have a timer and schedule every 30 minutes to take a break, 5-10 minutes. And in your breakaway times, you can do whatever it is. You need to make a phone call, whatever you want to do. We talked about planning meals. You know, you want to do something like that with your 5 or 10 minute breakaway. Another action plan you always want to do is plan for the next day. And you want to do a daily review. You know, did you accomplish everything that you wanted to accomplish? These are some things for actions and focus. These are things that I want to get done. They don't necessarily have to happen today, but they're going to happen within the next 3 to 6 months. And you're going to always have things coming into, it's called flow, like things will always flow into your life. And you can either plug them in over here where they're going to get done within the next 3 to 6 months, or, and then if you have follow-ups, say certain, like, you know, like you invited someone to a call, and a lot of people, and I even included myself, I was really bad at following up. So here, when I come here and look at this whole mind map, I'm like, okay, I need to follow up with so-and-so, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. It's all here for me. And then you all had talked about, you know, certain days of the week, you scheduling things that you want to get done. On Monday, I want to do a blog post. You know, just the list goes on, the things that I want to get done. And, you know, I just come and look at this now, and it kind of gives me an idea of my entire life or what needs to happen. And then if you go over here on my left-hand side, he call them domains, or you can, I mean, in the mind map can be anything that you want to call it. But here are things that I just want to happen somewhere in the near future, you know, and it may not, it's not going to be within the 3 to 6 month time that's over here, but it's over here, things that I want to accomplish to get done. So this has really been big for me. And I know a lot of the gurus use mind maps. You know, they put everything in front of them, and that way you can actually release that stuff and get really clear and focus on what's most important. And I wanted to also, you want to do a daily review, you want to do a weekly review as well. And like I put on Fridays, I do my weekly reviews. And then the last tool that I want to recommend is that you all look at using like a notepad, not notepad, like okay, so like in this particular Mind Master, you can actually, let's say for example, one of these is, you know, errands. I don't see errands, or scanning. I have scanning on here on Tuesdays. So you can literally click on this, and I won't go through the whole process. I don't want to take the whole thing all the time, but you can click on this, and you can add like a little notepad. It'll connect a notepad to it, and then I can put down like the stores that I want to go to, or if I want to make the errands and have scanning on it, I can have scanning, I can have Kroger's, I can have like the different grocery stores I want to go in there, and then that way it won't take up all of that data. So that's something you can add like a link to it to your Google, like your Google Documents, things of that nature. So those are some of the things I just, you know, to me, if you have, like some of us, you know, we just really, you know, we just want to take care of our family. We want to be there for our family. But some of us have really big, crazy dreams. And when you have big, crazy dreams, you don't want to just say, okay, I want to do this and I want to do that. But like they're over here to the left and they're always in my face. And when the time permits and when that season of my life comes, I'll touch those things and be able to do those things. Those are my tips, Keisha. Hopefully I didn't take up too much time.
No, I mean that's so valuable. It's so funny you bring up MindMeister, and actually, I love that. I love that software. Actually, in my DBA career, and really, I like the fact too. I can email the mind map to other people, and we can collaborate on that one mind map and stuff like that. And honestly, for families, right? If you want to create, now what do you want your family to do for the year, and you can send that mind map over to your husband. You guys can kind of collaborate on, you know, what's the year going to look like. It's really, really powerful. I think Lysandra just said Google has a mind mapping tool as well, so Google has everything.
Yeah, I actually did that, Keisha, with my son because I want to, you know, my goal for this year is to get him to reading.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent that over to my entire family so they can all get involved in the process. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. That is so cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. I feel like that was very valuable. You were going to say something about notepads, like the third tip you were going to use was like, you said notepad. I don't know if you were going to say something else, but I don't know if you remember.
No, that was it. No, just they can use like, you know, she said that you can use Google Calendar. Like, well, Google has like a notepad. You can use that to like keep your errands and stuff on it. But whatever you use with the MindMeister, you can actually put a link to go to whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
so
that's really good. Rachel's one actually started me with the list of 5. So now I have to like write out, you know, the day before what I'm going to do next day. Don't overwhelm myself. Only 5 things. So that's a really good tip, you all. You know, to really write out what your intention for the next day. Stick to 5 things you're going to do. Because if you can do those 5 things, right, you're much closer to your goal. And if you can attach those 5 things to goals, to things you want to accomplish, you move yourself closer to go as opposed to just sitting down doing all this random stuff. And then once you get up, you're like, well, what did I do, right? And you know, you don't really have anything connected. And it's really good to do that, even if you get like Evernote and you dump. You have to dump because, and I know this is for myself, like I would try to keep all this stuff in my head, right? And I would get all these good ideas, and I'd be like, I remember that, but it actually frustrates. It actually is frustrating because now you put something on you to now have to remember. It's actually stressful, right? So you should just like take a minute and just, you know, like I said, if you get a notepad, Evernote, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, I don't care how you have to do it, but dump it, let it, you know, release it out of your head so that you can get some more, you know, some new downloads. I mean, so that's kind of great tips. So I'm just sharing my tips as we go. Just facilitating. Let's shift gears now. We've done like the family life type stuff like that. I'm gonna call Miss JD now because one of the things that I was, you know, excited about her being on here is because I know that sometimes women, you know, A lot of us don't even do makeup because of time, right? We just, we don't do it, right? Or we do very little because of time. And so I really want you to kind of share some tips. I kind of want you to share some tips on things that, we can do, right, to spruce ourselves up that don't take hours in the mirror, but just some things that, that you can share tonight. Tell us your background, because we've never hung out together. So tell us your background, and then just give us some tips, and about the makeup world. I love it. I'm so excited.
Okay, so hi everybody. I am pretty much a jack of all trades. I do a lot. I actually have 3 businesses. I'm a makeup artist, and I also have an organization that provides resources to men and women who are survivors of sexual violence. And I'm starting a new business where I show people how to start their business on a budget. So start their business without breaking the bank. So a lot of my experience comes from, of course, makeup artistry. I've managed different cosmetics brands. I've also been a brand ambassador for Yvonne Cosmetics, which is how you got your lip palette. I've worked in, I've done so much. I've worked for investment companies. I worked for brokerage companies, but the bulk of my experience is in makeup artistry. So how to spruce yourself up. I always tell my clients, whenever you're in a hurry and you can't do a full face of makeup, if you just do foundation, put some lip gloss on and eyeliner, or if eyeliner isn't your thing because you're afraid of poking yourself in the eye, just do mascara. And that's the quickest way to feel good about yourself, and to just make sure that you're kind of on point if you have to step outside of the house. But that's the quickest way, especially if you need a pick-me-up, because a lot of times if you don't look good, then you don't feel good, right? So if you just take, and it literally takes 5 to 10 minutes for you to just throw on some foundation and head out the house. So that would be one of my tips. Another tip for balancing, because especially with me, I have 3 businesses. So right now I'm just trying to figure out, okay, how can I give all of my devoted attention to each business? So like Rachel Kelly said, I write everything down. I have a board here, and then I have a board in front of me, a big board in front of me, and I literally write everything down, and I plan my day out as if I were working for someone else. And I learned that by working in the makeup industry, you have to have a planner, because you have to write all of your appointments down. You have to follow up with your clients because you want those clients to come back to you. So I just learned to plan out my day, because my day isn't planned, and if I'm not writing these things down and I forget to call a client, they're not going to come back to me, and I'm losing out on money. So I've applied those things to all of my businesses. So.
Okay, so Jay, can you tell me do you have a favorite, do you what foundation, right? Do you like liquid foundation, or do you like powder foundation?
Liquid. Liquid is, for me, it's easier to blend, especially if you're not really comfortable with doing your own makeup yourself. I say start with liquid, because with powder, it's only so much that you can do with powder, and to me, it's not easily blendable. But if you have a liquid foundation, or even cream, so the MAC, for those of you who use MAC, it comes in the cream compact. You can use that. That's really easy to blend, and it's quick. You're out the door. All you need is a brush, kabuki brush, and you're blending it, and you're out the door.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your favorite lipstick? Do you have a favorite lipstick line, or
favorite lipstick? If I showed you my lipstick collection, you would scream, because it's crazy. It's ridiculous. My favorite lipstick would have to be, one is MAC, of course, and then Inglot. Inglot is a really good line. A lot of their lipsticks are, or their line in general, is vegan. So really, really awesome. The colors are beautiful. The texture is more matte. They have a lot of mattes. So if you're like a matte girl, then definitely check out Eagle Eye.
Nice. And so you all this is the palette that she sent to me. So this is how cute it is. Okay. And I'll just open it up. Look at that, you all. Look at those flipping colors. Oh my God, they're so cute. So
and you can like put it in your purse, and it came with a brush too, right?
Yeah. So like here's a little brush or whatever, and I just brushed them on. I just smeared my lips together, and boom, I was done. I mean, like it was so cute. So look at all these colors. So you all, that's just cute. So. No, they're like, what is going on here? These chicks are talking about makeup. You're just getting a free-for-all tonight, okay? Because, this is, these are things that make me happy, right? And these are things like, and I want to look good. And my mother always said, Keisha, you know what, when you look good, you feel good. And as women, we have to take some time for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, take some time, and so thank you so much for Jadine for sending this to me. And I'm going to try the liquid foundation, you all. She sent me some liquid foundation, which I probably haven't put on liquid foundation since I was 16.
I have to show you. It's really, really easy. I'll show you.
I told her, I'm serious. I told her, I said, listen, we're going to do a hangout, okay? We're going to do a hangout, and we're going to get this makeup stuff together, okay? So if you guys want us to do a hangout, a makeup hangout, just let me know. I'm all game for it. I already told her, listen, if they want it posted in the thread, the spelling of her recommendations. See there, okay? There you go. Jade, you can go over to the thread and post what are those ones you recommend, and what do you recommend, for the beginner makeup, person, and what foundation is, is easier.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. You're free to, please post and please share your expertise. If you're in the Chicago area, you're looking for a makeup artist, then there you go, And
I'm actually, too, in the process tomorrow, I'm actually going to look at space. So yeah, I'll have my own space soon to do makeup.
Nice.
It'll be a full service. So I'm actually going to be doing massages, photography, manicure, pedicure, makeup, and hair.
Nice. See there, we're winning, okay?
Yeah.
Someone needs to, so here's the question in our private chat is, are you going to the event?
I am.
Because I do stage makeup, so you're going to be, okay, so wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute now. Because I already booked her for myself in Atlanta. Don't be trying, Angie, Tonini Rogers. I'm watching you, okay? So all appointments for JD in Atlanta come through me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. No, I pray that you just explode. I mean, now you got another appointment. Oh my God. So she has an appointment booked, so you guys have to message her and let her know about what Atlanta and what you all need. So we are excited about it. I don't think we have any time just personally for the Win Women Network for this event, you all, but maybe the next event we can have our own private stuff where we can have our makeup artists, massage tables, and all that kind of stuff. We have to see if we can't twist Reginald's arm for the next event. So you know what I'm saying? We need our own time. Thanks so much, JD. I appreciate you, and I'm excited about what's happening in your businesses and stuff. So we'll be.
Thank you.
All right, ladies.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming on. This won't be the last time, so awesome. We're going to keep on moving, you ladies. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the first hangout of the year, so I'm just talking. We need a Women's Day before the UOP event. Right. That's what we need to do. We need to go shopping and makeup and eat, okay? Shopping, makeup, eat, and in the shopping, it has to be shoes involved, okay? They got to be some shoes involved, so awesome. Lysandra, because I know you're over there on the, I think you're on the East Coast now, aren't you? You left my coast.
Yes, East Coast, baby. Woo woo.
Stayed over there, and I know Peanut need to go to bed. So
Peanut is in the. Well, actually, she actually got up. Mommy, I'm hungry. I want a snack.
I love Peanut.
So yes, I had to go run and give her a snack.
Oh, Peanut. Okay, we love Peanut. Peanut's on girl cookies, isn't she?
Hmm?
Peanuts sharing. Selling Girl Scout cookies, isn't she?
Yes, Peanut is selling Girl Scout cookies. She's a
And
daisy.
online orders.
Okay, look, I'm trying to get these people in this region. Okay, they did not do that. Like, look, y'all are making life real difficult. Okay, but she did good today. We went to church today, and she sold 6 boxes on her own. She took it and she, stepped on out there and she went and introduced herself to people that already know her. And so she had 6. She sold
Nice.
6 boxes.
Oh, awesome. Go Peanut. Miss Lysandra Everett.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to have you on here tonight because I want you to share with the listening audience we have here. You've been in the industry a little while as well, right? You know, you're not a new kid on the block, but have seen some go and some come and all that good stuff. And but I want you to share with the listening audience tonight some tips that you can share about balance and your experiences. I love what you do because you don't know I've watched you and I like how there's some things I like about you and your family and how you really schedule and what I'm saying, like you don't overdo yourself, right? You know what I'm saying, like some people they just like do too much, and I may be in that arena where I probably could, what I'm saying, like you have to tell my own stuff, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really like the fact that you have really boundaries. That I can see boundaries visibly, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. But I can see, your boundaries for family, and this is what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? And still build a business. So I really want you to share tonight some tips and things that people like myself.
Okay, so just a quick little bit about me. I am I'm a military spouse, so we move all the time. I just moved in August, and I've been in the industry since 2009. And one of the tips I will share is that you have to get comfortable in your own skin, and you have to find what works for you, because one of the things that I struggled with in the beginning is, I had people tell me, if you're serious about your business, you're going to be here. If you're serious about your business, you're going to be there. Don't use your family as an excuse, blah, blah, blah. Well, by doing that, I got myself into not sleeping for days at a time. I had continuous headaches, and it was just bananas, okay? And so I got to the point where I said, okay, stop. I know my situation is not unique, but I have to find what works for me. So that is the first thing, is you have to find what works for you. So I can't be on every training. I can't be on every hangout. I can't go everywhere. That does not mean that I'm not serious about my business, because as long as I'm producing results, I'm serious about my business. Okay, so that's the first thing, is that you have to find what works for you and set those boundaries and hold fast to them. I love what these women said about planning and stuff. I do a weekly meal plan. I have a laundry day. I'm excited about that. My laundry day is on Fridays. It has been for the past 11 years, and so my family knows if it's not in the laundry by Friday night, it's not getting washed until the next Friday night. So, hey, that's what it is. But all seriousness though, you have to find what works for you, because even though I am married, I've been married for 11 years. My husband is not my support system, because he's in the Army, so he might not get home until 8 o'clock at night. So I have to really, I have to operate as a single parent. And, and especially with moving, I'm always a new kid on the block, so I have to put my community building and support building on steroids, because I got to find some people fast, get to know them, and see if we gel. And, you have your kids come over, my kids go over, and build that support system. So that's 2, is get some help. okay? Because you really can't do it all on your own, especially if you have children play dates or your friend. If they're at your house, let them come to your house. The only thing you have to do is feed them and keep them from killing themselves. But if they've got friends to occupy them, then you can sit with your laptop in the same room. If you've got girls playing, boys playing, whatever, you can do that. So you have to really get creative with that and really build that support network to where you and a girlfriend are swapping some babysitting time or whatever it is so that you can build your business. And the next thing is, actually I have 2 more points to share real quick. Understand that pockets of time are better than no time. So if you really look and plan your week and decide, I've only got 20 minutes, okay? Well, in 20 minutes, I can do A, B, C, D. So you have to be very structured and very focused in the time that you have, okay? And the next thing is, don't try to change everything at once. When you're establishing a new routine, whether it's in business, whether it's in life, take it one thing at a time. Because one thing at a time, you have a better chance of achieving success at that one thing than trying to change everything at once. The adage is turn over a new leaf, not uproot the whole tree. So for me, and I kid you not, in coming to our new home, my one thing is to keep the kitchen island clean. Like, that's all I want. I want the kitchen island clean. And so once that became, easy, okay, let's go to something else. So just take it one step at a time and then let those successes pile on. Because once that happens, then it'd be amazing how you see things slowly change over time, but that slow change is going to stick. And I do have a house cleaning schedule too. Okay.
Wow. So what's your house cleaning schedule like?
My house cleaning schedule is, I thought I had it printed out, but what I did is I took every room in my house, I counted up all the rooms, and I divided it by 6 days. So I have usually between 30 and 45 minutes in the morning after my son gets off to school before I have to take my daughter. So in that time, on Monday, I have my room and my daughter's room. On Tuesday, I got the guest room, my son's bathroom, his room, and vacuum the hallway. Wednesday is the kitchen, like top to bottom kitchen. Thursday is the formal living room and the family room. Friday is the laundry room and vacuuming the stairs. Saturday is downstairs media room. So one day a week, every room gets some attention. And you'd be surprised at how dirty it does not get when you're visiting that room one day a week. And trust me, I am the police. I am the fuzz when it comes to, you need to go put this away. We are not leaving this in my living room. Get it, take it to your room, or whatever. But yeah, I set all those things in place, and so that's how we operate, And I mean, really, the best way to keep your house clean is to get it made. But if you're not there yet, this is what you do.
Right. That is really cool. I mean, I like that. I'm actually going to think about employing that. We have someone that comes in every 2 weeks or so, but yeah, by the time they come, you're just like, oh my God, what happened here?
Yeah, and I do. I hold people's feet to the fire. Like Donovan is the shoe police. We come in the house and take the shoes off. She is the shoe police. She has authority to fuss at anybody who does not, just kicks their shoes off and leaves a mess. And so she's the cops.
Nice. That is too good. Well, I appreciate those. Some good tips, y'all. Those are some really good tips. Okay, so we're now at the top there. We actually passed the top of the hour, ladies, and I don't want to extend this too much longer. Markeisha and Angie, if you ladies, Markeisha, I know you are the organization expert over there. Is your computer working okay? Uh-oh. Markeisha, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Angie Tonini Rogers, okay, to wrap us up, my dear, I know that you actually juggle quite a bit in your present life, and so tonight really would like for you to share with us some tips on how do you do it. I know you don't get as much sleep as you probably would like to.
You're right about that.
Change, but just how do you balance it all? What's the the one tip you could give our listening audience on? Okay, do this, right?
Right. Well, thank you for having me on. I'm amazed at all of these ladies and what they've said so far. I mean, here's my tip for you, and this is about how to take action. I know at the beginning of the hour and throughout, we've asked people to ask questions, whatever questions you want. Put them in the thread, and we'll answer your questions. You've got lots of experts sitting here that have been doing this for a long time and have had some success, and we got maybe 1 or 2 questions. So what my tip is for you is to take the advice of people that you know are having some success and take action. So all of these things that we talked about creating to-do lists. That's fine if you do that, but if you don't take action and actually complete the items on your to-do list, then you don't get any further than you are today. So tomorrow you always want to be further than you were the day before, and the way to do that is to take the action that you need to take.
Yes, I am working. Can you hear me? I just unmuted. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You're like 5 minutes delayed. It's like, I think your computer's up. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah. We'll catch
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. But it sounds like you're playing the Hangout. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
All right,
guys.
So
anyway, yeah, take action. That's the biggest thing. And the other thing is that I took notes on everybody who spoke tonight, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I go back and I take action on each of those tips that the ladies gave. So again, always be in a learning state. Take notes, take action, and you'll get the results that you want. And I completely agree with what Lysandra and Sonia said about don't, follow the leaders and follow people that have success, but don't compare yourself to that success, because we all have different goals in mind. I mean, I work full-time, as you said, and I make a good salary, so I may not need to make 6 figures right now. But that doesn't mean that I don't have a goal to get there. It just means that I might be a little slower at doing that than someone else might be. So work with what you have. Make sure that you keep your goals and your vision in mind, and take action every single day. Do what you say you're going to do.
Nice. What a way to end this today, okay, is to absolutely take action. Thank you so very much. And what I'm going to say to end this all, because I told you I was going to tell you what this coach told me about balance. And so for those of you who hung out to the very end, I appreciate you so much. And I'm looking down through the questions. Take action, yes. You all that asked about the makeup and stuff, if you scroll through the comments, J.D. went through and posted tons of comments about the makeup and stuff like that. And this is funny. I'm gonna say this live because someone had the audacity to send me a message and say, "Why am I talking about makeup and I should, do something different?" And I want to say to you, when you start paying bills over here in Renton, Washington, then you can send me messages and tell me what to do on a Hangout and on a network that I created, okay? And you can just hit the little X button and just be on your merry way. And I'm laughing because I'm not offended by any means, okay? Because, because, that's just what people do. But I just, you guys have to, just humor me for tonight. But I appreciate you so much because you know what? When you have your photo shoot and stuff like that, then you're gonna want to look your very best, right? Hello, okay? So You don't get to the top. You don't get to six figures by not knowing nothing, okay, about how to, put on some lipstick and make yourself look presentable. Hello. Hello. So maybe you need to pay attention. Say, okay. I love you all, and I love the person who sent me the message, so I'm not really tripping. But anyways, guys, but this is what she told me, okay? This is what she said. She said that there actually balance is a myth, okay? That's actually a myth because you can only balance furniture, okay? So if you have a table, right, you set the table down, and if it rocks, it's unbalanced. You can only balance inanimate objects. A life always has ups, things, more things you're paying attention like to things over here a little bit more. In certain seasons of your life, you may have to pay attention to family more, and then business stuff, that will take not a back seat, but you won't devote as much time in that area because now there's a need over here, or that may just be what you want to focus on, right? It may not even be a need. That just may be what you want to focus on. You may be launching a product, so you may be spending more time on this product launch right now during this season, not saying forever, but in this season, you may be focusing more on this product launch, and so things over here may get more attention than things over here. So she was saying it's really a myth that we want to balance our lives and even everything out. It's impossible. How do you know what that looks like, right? How do you know you've gotten balance? What? In a person that's always, growing and moving and developing and stuff like that, that's impossible, right? So stop it. And so that's what she told me. So stop. Stop trying to balance something out that will never be balanced. You just have intentions. As Lysandra said, there's things you focus on. You set a schedule. You plan your day, or your day will plan you, or somebody will plan your day for you. That's the thing. Plan your day, or someone will plan it for you. They'll make a phone call and they'll say, hey, can you do this, that, and the other, right? And if you have no plan, then guess what you say? Oh, okay, sure, right? And then you also do that. You get an email, right? That's why they say don't check your email first thing in the morning, because those are someone else's plans for you. Those aren't your plans. So somebody emails you and say, hey, you know what, can you do this, that, and the other? Well, that's someone else's plan. So you work your plan, right? And if part of your plan involves someone that you need to email and ask them, has this been completed, whatever, that's when you initiate emails and stuff like that. But if that's not you work your 5 things before you go into the email and then take on someone else's 5 things, right? If your 5 things are from your house, if you got to do laundry, then do your laundry, do whatever it is you need to clean that room. If you take on Lysandra, I love that, clean a room a day, right? Because it breaks down a big goal, right? Because many of us look at our house and we're like, oh my God, I got to clean up, right? So it breaks it down into something more manageable. That's all you, when you were talking, I was like, all I heard was manageability. That it gives you the ability to manage a task and break it down. If you don't take nothing else, this has been some good meal planning. Plan your meals. It's all about planning. So if you want to achieve some level of organization, let's get rid of balance. Let's just say organize your life, right? Make plans. Make plans on what you're going to do, you guys. So I hope that you all have enjoyed tonight. Please get back with the person that invited you. We do this. This is what we want to do, right? Empower women in life, family, and business. It's just not about making money. It's about you being able to keep the money, right? So this year we're talking about a little bit of everything. So you can jump on here and you may hear something about money. You may jump on here and hear something about health. You may jump on here and hear something about weight loss, exercise. I don't know, right? Because I'm really about this year about value, giving you all some valuable things that you can take with you and employ inside of your business. So those of you who join us tonight, even at the $20 level, right, you're going to get, this is the value you'll get. You'll get this platform so that you can, you can promote and tell people about your business in an organized fashion. We have a free marketing system that comes even at the $20 level that you can use to market your business so that other people can get involved in this amazing company, guys. It is going to change your life. Don't forget, we do have the UOP event February 6th through the 8th in Atlanta, Georgia. You want to get your tickets at uopevents.com. I believe we'll be having a hangout tomorrow night where we'll be sharing some valuable content on tomorrow. I'm not quite sure exactly the topic, but You want to show up, okay? So get back with the person, have them, invite you into the group. We have over 16,000 people in one Facebook group. Where do they do that at besides a spam group? And there's no spam in our group, right? We don't tolerate any spam. All we tolerate is people getting results, sharing content that is valuable, that can help empower and move our lives to the next dimension. So this is Keisha Bass. I'll see you guys next week. Love you, and thanks so much for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. For more information, go to the About tab and visit my website. You'll see it right there in the description. It's partnerwithyvonne.com. Again, www.partnerwithyvonne.com.